Childhood Mary 14. Why does the Church insist on these graces of Mary? First steps for Catholics. Why the Church is founded by the Apostles, therefore Catholics, Orthodox, Copts, Melkites, etc., all those, insist so much on these gifts given to the Virgin Mary, on her role. Why on the contrary the Church is founded by the Reformers Luther, Calvin, Zwingli, etc., in the 16th century, insist so little on the role given to Mary? Well, we'll see that it's a role, absolutely central. For the Catholic Church, what is salvation? What gives salvation is not just humbly believing from afar, at a pinch. The Old Testament men believed and they were not in this high. Believing is essential because it allows you to trust God and know your heart. But salvation itself, says the Catholic Church, is an intimate and reciprocal relationship of charity. An alliance of love between God, He is like a friend, so in equality, He lowers Himself, and our soul, poor human soul, that He raises to His level and we can really attend Him. It is therefore an alliance that is salvation. Protestants do not see this at all. He sees this rather as an absolutely personal initiative of the Word, which is applied to men, poor men who can only receive it in confidence. For Catholics, on the contrary, God takes the initiative for sure. It is He who comes to seek us. He wants our answer, and for that He draws us to Him, and this answer, she must be free, like a bride, says St. Paul, at one point, responds to her husband. The immediate consequence is that He did it like that on the cross, at His redemption. He can be born without His mother, He can appear like that on earth, He does not technically need the presence of His mother at the cross, but if it is a covenant of love, then, at the cross He says to humanity that He takes His sin, He says yes. He welcomes her back into the charity relationship. But we were not there, and the apostles had disappeared. St. John himself no longer believed in it. So someone had to respond to this alliance. Finally, the cross is like a wedding that is celebrated. If the husband says yes all alone and that's enough, say some Protestants, but the bride there, the bride, does not answer, in the Catholic Church there is no marriage. In order for there to be marriage, there must be an exchange of consents, and, well, the Virgin Mary is what she did, in our name, and therefore, she is considered as the new Eve, just as Christ is the new Adam, the father of all saved humans. The Virgin Mary is the new Eve. Because of her, the whole Church is gone, all those who are saved, and Christ says it. It is a word of God, which some Protestants tend to reduce to a man's promise, which would mean take care of mom. No, He said to the disciple that He loved, so who symbolizes what comes closest to Jesus, He says to him, "Here is your mother." By showing Mary, He said to His mother, "Here is your son." By entrusting Him, therefore, the whole Church, and beginning with St. John. And from that moment on, St. John, the disciple whom Jesus loved, made her His own. So from the beginning of the Church, the Virgin Mary is essential. Man and woman He made them, so salvation implies a Redeemer and an alliance, a co-redemptrix without which there is no alliance. This role initiated, I would say, to the Immaculate Conception, continued during the Divine Motherhood of Mary, performed on the cross, does not stop to practice now, so that Jesus gives His mother all she wants. She does everything she wants to lead us to salvation, and she does it gently, because she knows, she is a mother, that we are fragile. So she will not push the test, if we confide to her further, than a certain level, to lead us to the same goal. To make in us a broken heart, a humble heart, and a loving heart, because it is necessary to see God face to face.